If you're watching this video, chances are you are one of the 15,000 students in Victoria who have just returned to school for their final year of secondary education and have chosen chemistry as one of their final subjects. With 15,000 students in the race, chemistry is a pretty fierce competition. However, if you get in early and start with making some good habits, you can set yourself up for an absolutely fantastic year. If you're keen to start the year off right, I'm gonna give you 3 clear tips at this early stage to set yourself up right. Tip number 1 is to simply review any content you have already covered last year. Most schools do a Head Start program where they might cover the first topic before the end of their last year. So, the first thing you need to do is simply just go through and read through your notes from that topic, perhaps make some form of summary poster, and just get your head around what it was that you were actually doing. The first topic is fuels. So that's looking at fossil fuels, biofuels, some of the disadvantages and the economic and environmental impacts of these types of fuels. The second tip kind of is what everyone tells you to do, and that is to start to get some form of routine. It might be a timetable, it might be just a basic idea of how you want to study in your spare time. Look at your timetable, look at what you actually do, look at your social commitments, all those type of things, and map out whereabouts your study may fit in, and start to look at how you might want to use that, and then actually action that and start to form habits in the way of studying. The final tip I have for you is, again, a really simple one that everyone will say, the importance of keeping up to date with the work. It is an easy thing to say to keep up to date. However, I understand it is a challenge. You are going to be thrown into VCE and given content lecture after content lecture, then assessment task after assessment task for all your subjects. And chances are at one point in time, you may feel that you're not progressing as quickly as you might like to, or as quickly as the other people in your class. The key thing about keeping up to date is to acknowledge when this might start and then get support with that. That support can come from a number of different people, but the main person who can support you the most is the teacher in front of you, trying to help you and trying to get you through this race that is VCE. So in terms of keeping up to date, it's also acknowledging when you need extra support and actioning that so you can get that support. Your teacher is number 1 to support you, your friends are number 2 to support you, and your parents are also there to support you as well. So please talk to these people if you feel that the third tip is kind of getting out of hand and you're not keeping up to date with the content.